hottest enthusiasm of the first college football season of the 21st century. Just 7 more wins and Penn State's Joe Paterno becomes the winningest football coach in Division 1A, passing Bear Bryant's record of 323 wins. This is a year of change for the Nittany Lions, new players stepping up for their chance. Many of the defensive heroes have departed Happy Valley, hard to replace them. A different look at quarterback with Rashard Casey, nimble fellow who just as soon run as throw. The Southern California Trojans, the second successive Pac-10 team to open the season against Penn State. Coach Paul Hackett knows the risk, but also understands the reward. His quarterback, Carson Palmer, back from a season-ending shoulder injury. Strong arm and poise give the Trojans a stronger armory. And the SC defense, veteran and very aggressive. Matches the Southern California Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. As the game winds down. And now we are ready to go with David Bell of Anaheim, California. Kicking it off to Penn State. Southern California won the toss, but they chose the second half to receive, so they deferred. Kenny Watson and Larry Johnson are deep for Penn State. Kenny Watson is 22, Larry Johnson is 5. Now we go to David Bell, and here's the kick. Deep kick that'll go way back and beyond the end zone and out of the field of play. Now the Chili starting lineup. First for the Penn State Nittany Lions, lost the offensive front. Number 67, tackle Kareem McKenzie. 6'7", 314. He's the train you get behind. The receivers, number 20, Eddie Drummond is the burner here. Former running back. He makes things happen after he catches the ball. In the backfield, quarterback Rashard Casey is the man. Maybe the most versatile athlete ever at that position for Penn State. Tailback right now is manned by committee, but it's Eric McCoo starting it off. Penalty flag. Number 89, Tony Stewart, moved left to 8 people up on the line of scrimmage. They hand the ball off to Eddie Drummond coming around on an in sweep, and the Trojans very wide out. Third down at 16. Casey straight back, getting heat. They flush it. Now he pulls it down, starts the run, throws back into the middle of the field, and it's a big play. It's good for a first down. It is caught by Bryant Johnson, the sophomore out of Baltimore, and the Nittany Lions are out of.
But this guy has so much athletic ability, it causes problems for defenses. He avoids the tackle. Now he's more dangerous than ever. And as he slides and throws on the run, he's accurate. He throws it to Johnson, and once he gets it to Johnson, watch the move Johnson puts on here to slip by. Boy, I mean, he just left Rideau right there standing.
10 for Penn State. Trojans come up to the line of scrimmage with 7 people. Turn and give the ball to the tailback, McCoo. McCoo is grabbed at 6. Trojans show a little blitz action. Now here comes the corner. The pass is thrown to the sidelines. And Boyer is a sophomore from Penns Hill High School, just over the hill from the campus. It is blocked, and it's going to the end zone. The Trojans are bobbling it around. Finally, they control it, and they score. Touchdown. It was Sandy Flesher who picked it up. Frank Strong looked to be the man that blocked it. Frank McCoo is in motion. Started the game at tailback. Ball is thrown down the middle. It's caught by Sam Crenshaw. And very quickly, Penn State comes right back. Their pick-yard line where it's first down.
Toughest pass to stop. Keith gives him the out move. Then it's just a slant. It's all a timing pattern. And if Purdue 22 is not on him,
same movement. McCoo going in motion, overloads the right side. And here the ball goes to Larry Johnson. And Johnson finds nothing. Casey back. Forced to move. Now he can throw it anywhere under the new rule. And the Trojans get him. Tailback at USC is also by committee so far. Here's Carson Palmer turning and giving the ball away to Sultan McCullough. And the Penn State defensive front, number 37, defensive end Justin Kirpakis, the leader. No other player in the defensive unit has more than 6 starts. Linebackers, quite incredibly, only Ron Graham inside has started a game, and only 2. Remember, this is linebacker U. The safety, Sean Mayer, was lost for the season with an injury. James Boyd has stepped up. But this is a group of people that will make you remember them as you pass through the neighborhood. They call it paying the toll. chooses to go deep here. He's got time. He's got very good protection to the sideline. It is intercepted. It is picked off by Bao. And the Nittany Lions make a break for themselves as Palmer tried to force it.
Take a look at this. It's man coverage. They're locked on him. Jew is just right on his back, and he takes the inside break. The ball was actually thrown behind Allman, but it was great coverage anyway. Watch this now, and watch the left hand of your screen, and watch Jew just kind of bounce in. He was actually losing his footage when he came back.
Leading 7-0 Lions with their first opportunity. And it is Casey back to throw it, pulls it down, and takes off, and he's chased right into the sideline.
120.
And we get a penalty flag over there. The Trojan that actually hit Casey was falling down, it looked like. McCoo is your tailback. It goes instead to Saramelli, the fullback, and Mike will caught a pass. He's another young one. Casey back, no pressure on him, pumps it now, goes deep to the corner. No. Johnson was there, had it in his hands, literally. It slid out of his arms, and Darrell Ritter is Matt Seneca, the backup quarterback. That gets it down. The kick's on its way. Plenty of leg, and it's good. And the Nittany Lions get on the board at 7:37 to go in the first quarter with a 37-yard field goal, cashing in a Trojan turnover with. Trojans now going to the offense for the second time. They start with the run. It goes to Sultan McCullough. McCullough going to the left side. He's going to have enough for the first down. He got a huge block out of that, too. Here's Palmer throwing the ball underneath. It goes to McCullough out of the backfield. That's Sultan for the Southern California offense. And he's got the ball again. This time wideouts and a slot. And they run it and get it. McCullough pops it. He gets a block downfield, and Palmer throws down the middle. It opened. It's Marcel. Ball goes to McCullough. And Sultan, 330 pounds. Ball goes to Papadakis, and Petros running in behind that big mountain sticks it in the end zone.
Get something going.
Kenny Watson is the tailback going in motion now, leaving him single back and Casey back to throw the football. Wanted to go deep down the middle. Now he goes deep down the field for the tight end Stewart. He's got it! Great pass. Big play, Penn State.
Him deep. Here he is over here to the right of your screen. He just breaks by. They're in a man coverage. He gets the first step, and once he gets the first step, he's behind the defenders. Now this is a big guy, 6'5", 272 pounds, but Tony Stewart can run, and he's outstriding him, and he's got a big size difference. The ball was perfect by Casey.
He ran away from Corey Dickerson, the linebacker. Casey is hit just as he throws the ball, and he is really set as Casey surely is going to throw it. Pressure's coming, throws underneath, looking to set up the screen, and nothing doing with that 49-yard line. Obviously wants to hang it high and try to create something. He's going toward the corner with it. The ball, he knocked it out inside the 10-yard line. Nice punt. A wounded bear.
Awfully talented team.
Trojans going to work from the 12-yard line. Pass thrown to McKenzie. Themselves a little better. Gain some weight. Palmer's pass thrown. Caught by Kelly. Kelly's first catch of the ball game. First time. Trojans leading 14-3. Here's Palmer with the fake. Throws underneath to McCullough. McCullough can't get by the first from the 36-yard line. Staying with the ground game. McCullough comes back into the middle. Goes across the right to third down. And long for Palmer. Hit from behind by Gino Capone. Capone Saxon, and the Trojans will have to punt it.
Bottom of your screen, here he comes, 47, Capone. No chance for Palmer. Plus the fact that Palmer is locked on Kelly. He's only looking at one receiver. And look what's happening to Kelly. Branch has him wrapped up. Great coverage. That's a
second down, and call it 8 for the Lions. Casey is back, looks to the sidelines, throws in a hurry, goes to Johnson. Eric McCoo is out as a wideout. He started at tailback. Now the Trojans are pointing in it.
False start on
False start against.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Go to the linebacker. That'll help cool things off. Let's hope it's not heavy stuff. The ball is away, and it's thrown low, and it is caught by Sam Crenshaw, who came back to it. The senior from Youngstown, Ohio, scrambling too much. He turns, runs into his tailback, McCoo. McCoo then pops out of there. Ball comes loose. Trojans have a shot at it. And they're still chasing it. Penn State's chasing it. And it is Penn State who goes to the ground and covers it up. It's big Kareem McKenzie. The Southern California
He was motoring, too.
Go from the 4-yard line. Royer standing in his end zone. The ball comes back very low, and it's almost blocked. And taken on that dead run for the return by Chris Richard. Palmer throwing down the middle. Almost picked off. USC has been lackluster in this possession, in good field position. They go deep to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Bruce Brown rolls it out. Wants to come to the sidelines for Kelly, but he's out of bounds. He was well out of bounds. Double wide top the picture. Casey turns and gives the ball to McCoo. And Casey down the middle. Intercepted. It's picked off by Polamalu. And Troy Polamalu is in the end zone. Touchdown. That's 9 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons by the USC defense. Coming down a little harder. Back goes Casey. Going deep down the sidelines for Crenshaw. And you can't come up with it. Bring your umbrella. Kenny Watson carries for the line to do that. If you're hidden away there in Happy Valley, you don't get a lot of media attention. As the big old tight end rumbling up the field. Southern California about to get the ball back on this punt. Ball comes back. It is Royer takes off with it, and they stop him. Short of the first down. The ball came back low, skittering back to him. California. Palmer turns, gives the ball to Sewell from McCullough. He breaks loose in the middle, gets his way down to about the 17-yard line, making the Huber over to this side. He's primarily a blocker. Here comes Palmer back to throw. Got to get rid of it. Ball's loose. My goodness. Bruce Branch.
Watch the top of your screen. Branch is having a heck of a game. He came out. He was on the wide receiver. They call this a C stunt. He just came free, and Palmer had no chance. You know, Branch didn't start the game. He had a sore knee. You don't practice. You
24 with 13 seconds to play. Pressure coming. He gets the pass away, and it is thrown to the sidelines and could have been caught. It was Bruce Branch again, and he decks Carson Palmer. O'Halley, he holds it. The snap is good. The kick is away. It's good. 47 yards. So Newberry, who missed the extra
a lot of mistakes by Penn State. Meanwhile, Todd Harris down on the sidelines had a chance to talk with Joe Paterno as he came out of the locker room. Todd.
Hey, Coach. You told me they were fast. You knew they were expecting to be fast. This has got to be somewhat of a bit of a surprise.
Well, our kicking game's falling apart. I think our defense playing all right. The offense can't get anything going. They're jumping outside. Got the inventory lineman in there, and everybody's a little shaky. We just got to settle down and play it one play at a time and see what happens.
Did you make major adjustments for the second half?
We just got to play better.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll kick off to Southern California to start the second half of play. Chris Richard and Marcel Almond waiting for it. Chris Richard. Almond cut right in front of him and took it right out of his hands, and will only get back to about the 15-yard line.
Dean Witter first half stats, and you can see a big one right here. Look at this, Keith. That's unbelievable to me. Minus 19 yards rushing for Penn State. Both quarterbacks have thrown interceptions. You saw McCoo's fumble as well. That didn't turn into points, but it was a very sloppy first half for Penn State. Really couldn't get anything going, especially the rushing game, and that's unlike the Nittany Lions.
Palmer looking to throw it. Better get rid of it sooner than that. He gets the ball to McCullough. And McCullough
get his head on the swivel. Pretty interesting, you know, how they spread the field. They had their wide receivers go deep. Then they just had McCullough flare out of there. There was really nobody there to cover him.
Pretty good play right here. Third down and call it 3 for the Trojans. If Penn State stops them, they should have good field position. Palmer back getting some heat. His pass is deflected and knocked down. Who goes up into a slot, leaving Larry Johnson. Tailback. And Casey gives it to him. He's the bigger back of the bunch, and he breaks it over the left side and picks up. Not so good. Ball goes back to Johnson again, and Johnson, the son of the defensive line coach at Penn State. First down, Penn State. Casey hands the ball back again. This time there's a lick on him. Oh my goodness, Zeke Moreno down 11. Penn State just shy of the Trojan 35. No pressure on Casey. The pass is away, thrown very hard, and a little bit behind Tony Johnson's. Palmer back, sets up to throw deep. Wow. Bruce Branch had it. He threw it right to Branch. Got some heat. Knocked him down again. This time it was Bob Jones taking the inside route, and he nails Palmer, and down he goes.
Can play inside. They moved him inside. He got some pressure. Watch big old number 96 defeat the block, skates off of it. Now here's the pursuit. That's a pretty good play right there.
Fourth down, they're punting. Royer's kick is off the side of his foot. Tight spinning spiral goes to Kareem Kelly. Wants to return one. Gets a little bit of room. Now he's caught from behind. Now he's giving up some real estate. Now they're going to deck him way back there on the 1-yard line. How do you... Papadakis again. And Penn State's looking on the field to choose from. And it's... handed off to the running back, and McCullough never had a chance. Penn State. Safety. Nittany Lions block it. Larry Johnson got it. In on special team, number 5.
Watch this, coming hard off the edge. He takes an angle in front of the punter, 1.5 steps. The snap is low. It gives him time. Watch this. Now lay out. There's the block. A huge play by Penn State. Not only do they get the 2 points, now they get the ball back, and they're going to get it in great field position. But it was the low snap. Then he had to set himself for the 1.5 steps, and by that time, it was too late. Great play by Larry Johnson.
It's a pretty good kick. Hanging. 28-yard line. Goes to Perry, and Perry running laterally has the speed to get around the corner. So Perry's speed took him around the corner, and Chad Pearson, Southern California, 44-yard line for Penn State. Trojan defense has been on the field virtually the whole quarter. Casey, throw it deep. Too long. Pass intended for Bryant Johnson. He has for years for Joe. Quick snap, pop down the field. It goes high, putting air under it, and the pass is incomplete.
Those seasons, and 1-7 in the last 8 Rose Bowls.
From the 20-yard line, it's a first down. The ball goes to Sultan McCullough. I think that has definite meaning. Absolutely. Second down and long 5, and it's McCullough again. The Penn State side of the field. Little quick pop, good for the first down. He drilled. Second down and 10. Palmer's passes away a high looping drop to the sidelines, and it is incomplete. Baoju, Kerry Colbert, the man in motion. Palmer goes underneath, throws the ball. It's caught by Chad Pearson. Chad Pearson, the fullback. Ball just inside the 19-yard line. Ball goes back to Sultan McCullough, who's had time to get his breath, and he keeps pounding away. All at the 10-yard line. Carson Palmer looking around. He's got all day. Now pulls it down, throws to the back of the end zone, and overthrows it. And Newberry will kick. Snap was high, but the kick is up and drilled. And it goes to 26-5 with 14 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the football. Close to it for Penn State. And it's Casey looking to throw. Pursuit coming. They got him back at the 20. Incomplete. Christmas. Low snap to Royer. Gets it out of there, though, and it's a low line drive that Richard takes. And to throw the beanbag. Didn't get a flag. It was close. Not hard to get penetration. There's nobody blocking. This ball is thrown underneath and caught. In the last 2
years since he has gotten any action.
He's rusty. He hasn't played. Game speed's different. Now he pulls it down and takes off. That kind of stuff there. They go. It's on 4th down, and I'm assuming they will go for it because this will stretch the lead past that 21 point, and he got it. So David Newberry has had a big day. He's 3 for 3 with kicks of 47, 27, and 44. Southern.com. Seneca back on 2nd down and 7. Throws hard out of bounds, incomplete.
Some throws together.
3rd down and 7, and that ball thrown very hard and coming up. That's almost picked off. Rod Perry had it on his arm. Frank Strong had it on his, and neither one of them caught it. That's too. Backup quarterback. He played most of last season after Carson Palmer was hurt. McCullough plays Southern California. That's a big thing in those two schedules. Again, it does. Third down and 7.
Look out.
And this is Chad Pearson. He lost about 50 pounds or some such thing. Went home. Mama fattened him up a little bit. He's back in school now. Third down and a long 5. Fourth down and a long 1, closer to 2 as McCullough runs into the traffic. This is Pearson. That's why they want him. Well, this is going to even the all-time series between the two at 4-4. That's Papadakis in the ball game now, carrying. And the Dell Game Solutions, everybody likes to pat themselves on the back if they were right. Were we?
Well, we were pretty close. We said Casey had to lead the way, didn't have a good afternoon, get Drummond the ball 10 to 15 times. He left on the third play with an injury. That doesn't happen. Penn State goes down in defeat. I'd say we were pretty close.
Congratulations and a good season for both. Our Chevrolet players of the game are Sultan McCullough for the Southern California Trojans, 128 yards rushing, 16 catching. And James Boyd had 11 tackles for Penn State today, played very, very well. And in recognition of their efforts, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund. To the Bowl Championship Series at bcsfootball.com. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.